There y'all are. Look at Tamika. What's up, Ariana?
Hello.
We're live. Stand by. Don't say nothing just yet. We are live. I am on my YouTube channel, so let me get the link posted out. We got the superstar in the building. I'm super sad that I was not there to help with your basketball skills, but obviously you held it down like a good lamb girl would. Definitely. All right. When I tell people you're my niece, they be like, what? Oh, that's why she can hoop. I said, yeah, she held it down. So now I'm gonna have to make my way to, well, I don't want to spoil the surprise just yet. Let me get this link posted to my Facebook. So if anybody want to tune in, let me get that there. And come on. There we go. And then let me put it in the, let me send it to you, Ariana, just in case you wanted to send it to anybody, because we are live on my first Facebook page. Let me get it shared out to some other places. All right. Good evening, Tamika. How are you? She's in a backdrop somewhere.
Good evening. I'm here doing well, trying to mess around with these kids.
Stand by. Almost got it shared all out here. Make sure everyone knows so we can witness this joyous occasion. Let me get it shared out to some groups here out there in Facebook. Well, let's see. I screwed that up. All right. So this evening we have the pleasure of awarding another student, which is what we love to do. She was hard to get. Now I tell you that. Superstars are always in the cut. You got to run them down. But we're not gonna be mad at her for that because she's doing great things out there in good old Opelousas, Louisiana. So somebody got to hold it down or whatnot. All right, let me go to my YouTube page. So make sure you guys like, subscribe to my channel. All right. And so this evening we have another student that we want to award. So I'm super excited. So everybody out there knows what's going on. Hold on. Let me get to a spot where you can see me level. Put this laptop on the desk. Slide my little butt over here. All right. Read. Yeah, now I can see myself leveled. All right, so yeah, so welcome. Usually Urban Economic Empowerment Show, but the scholarships have taken over, and we're not upset about that because we love awarding our future leaders. So for everyone to know, we're giving out this evening Lamb Professional Basketball. The Lamb Basketball Scholarship. And we have another student. And this time we have a little sister. Yay! Because we've awarded all of these guys. And I was like, where's the girls? Right? But nonetheless, we love our men out there. We love the fact that our young men are doing great. So for those who don't know why this scholarship derived from my perspective, I besides having a basketball scholarship coming out of high school, I also was given a scholarship by the family of Melissa Bibe, and I got $300 per semester for every time that my GPA was above a 3.0. And I didn't know her family, know where she, who of her or anything. And I thought that was like the greatest gratitude ever. And so I always remember this. I always keep her name alive. She was a OHS Opelousas Senior High School athlete who got in a car accident her senior year. And so she transitioned. So I like to keep her spirit alive and her lovely family who awarded me by sharing that story back in 1994. So upon that, I mean, I had other accolades and scholarships, but this one to me was paying it forward. for the next generation who was participating in the same arena that their daughter Melissa Bodman participated in. And so while I was at school, so I looked for, when I thought about paying it forward, I looked for what would be a good cause that I can actually contribute to that many others are not. So there's plenty of institutions out there, associations, foundations, government agencies that are giving out scholarships in different capacities in different ways. And being a student athlete, I understand, like our young Ariana is getting ready to understand, that when you decide to transition from your home state, your hometown, where all your family is, and go clear across the plains, Texas, now she's stopping in Oklahoma. I kept going and I went to Kansas. Okay. And I remember getting on that nice little Greyhound with $70 in my pocket. And honey, she has a cell phone. Monica had to use a payphone. Okay, them quarters added up when you had a boyfriend. It was like, oh my goodness, we only have 4 minutes to talk, so you need to keep this conversation very lucrative. Like, don't hang up. And we're hard-headed when you're young, so you want to be on the phone forever. So you add 4 more quarters. You look again, look, honey, that $70 was going so fast, I could blink my eyes. All right. So I thought about what, oh man, he just interrupted me. I thought about what I didn't have coming into school and what made a difference. So I wore the same clothes from high school throughout my college years. Why? Because I have no money. I was an athlete. They paid for my school, but nobody, for the sisters, for the female athletes, nobody's taking us in our wings and making us out of foster kids. They used to call them foster parents, like the football players, the men's basketball. They had these adopted parents that come in and take them under their wing and take them shopping and take them eating and all that stuff. The girls, we're sitting there like, why we don't get that, And hopefully times have changed and some people take care of you guys a little bit better than they did of me. I try to do my best for when I connect with student athletes. It's a little difficult to connect with the female student athletes. For some reason, females are a little standoffish or whatnot. But the guys, please, they take all the privileges they get in college, right? So one of the things that I thought about was like, okay, what would benefit that student more? I didn't have, Comforter, Lord. I think I had one of those military green blankets type with a sheet. It was crazy, the white sheet type of deal for a while. And you know what, Ariana, it did not bother me because my goal was graduation. I was going to get that degree. I played basketball. It was a caveat to everything, but I knew that I needed the education to transition. I'm talking, Tamika probably like, wow, Mo talking a lot tonight. Well, I'm going in a lot because this one is my heart. This is flesh and blood. This is the extension that I never really get to be around or talk to or hug or, got to hear her name on the court. So I hope I don't get all teary-eyed, but she's done such a phenomenal job. And so since I have the opportunity, I have her on here, I definitely will make sure I share her story, my story with her to understand that. Auntie Mo, listen, I can write a book on, let's talk about some of the things that you may encounter outside of the norm. Right. And so these are some things that, you don't really think about till you get there. You sit in your dorm room, you're like, wow, I could sure use a clock. I want just one from the dollar store. I want a cute one from Bed Bath & Beyond. I want one that looks like a basketball or something. Maybe I'll get it signed by one of the WNBA players, something like that. Those kind of things. You'd be like, man, because you see your friend over here, her parents bringing all that stuff in, looking all cute. So don't you worry. When you transition, honey, you just give me a list. Okay. Now you got my number. You don't have to go through nobody. You don't got to get no permission. You give me a list and it is granted. Now the choice is yours. You know how I do. You don't reach out. I can't force myself on you because you're young and you have to invite me in. Okay. And we'll make sure you're definitely taken care of. All right. So that's one of my stories of why I do what I do. I want to be able to give back, show love to the future leaders, in particularly the 2021 high school graduates. Last year, we awarded 11 10 2020 graduates. We gave out $500 scholarships. We gave out $250. We gave out $150. We gave out $100. We gave $25. We gave 2 laptops. We gave TVs to the end of the year. And we are on a roll this year, starting from April the 1st. The push and the drive behind giving more is my battle sister, Tamika Rowe. Listen, she's pushed me above and beyond. The reason we still have extra money to give, Ariana, because it's supposed to get done April 1st, right? Because Tamika Rowe has gone above and beyond to ensure that the scholarships gets funded and it goes beyond. So we're just in April. We have until December. Hey, listen, if you have a high school graduate out there, you never know that we may get extra funding here, okay? And so the reason we're able to issue another award on tonight, and I let her introduce herself, my battle sister, my Army veteran sister, my combat vet, Tamika Rowe, tell you why she do what she do. Don't beat the kids, Tamika. Don't beat the kids.
Hi. Oh, yeah, I'm here. Sorry. So I do what I do because when I went to school, I went to a scholarship from the Army. But when my oldest transitioned to college, she had a scholarship and room and board paid. But as far as cash for sanitary, washing supplies, things like that, she didn't have the money. And I didn't have the money because I had 4 other kids to take care of. And so family and friends and strangers stepped in. And I said, if I was ever in the position to help someone, then I'm going to sew back and get back into their lives. And so by the time my next oldest went to school, he's a freshman in college, I had almost triple the financial gains than I had when my oldest went away to school. And I said, you know what? I need to find a way to give back. And Monica's scholarship was the perfect opportunity to be able to sow into the future leadership. So when she said, okay, I'm doing a scholarship, I need them getting this, get that. And then when I went shopping for him, excuse me, and I was like, he needs his TV or he needs his laptop or whatever. It's like, well, do they need that? And I was like, you know what? If I get one for him, I'm getting one for them. And it's kind of been like that. And we did it last year. And this year we're on a roll again. So I'm really proud of you. And, I guess one of the qualifications for this is community service. And so you have to have been participating in some form of community service and write an essay to qualify. So I commend you on reaching out and being proactive, writing the essay and helping out in your community. And hopefully you'll continue to do that throughout your years in college to give back. And once you graduate, maybe turn around and help educate someone else or be a blessing to them financially or whichever way. Wisdom goes a long way. You can't buy wisdom. So congratulations. And it's an honor to be able to win a scholarship and to continue to support financially in any other way that I can.
Yes. And so on top of, let me make sure, check your phone and make sure that's you, Ariana. I sent your text. I need to make sure that's you on the Cash App. You're on mute.
Yes, ma'am, that's me.
Yes, indeed. Oh, Sanaya started to look like you.
She do, huh? Whenever I seen her, I was like, she really look like me.
Yes, I'm looking at it all up in here.
Right here.
Oh my God. Yes. Hold on, let me put this in. Let's see here. Let me make sure. So, Ariana, what I want you to do is messed that up. Introduce to the world, say who you are, what high school you attend, where you plan on going to college, and then I want you to talk about your community service essay and that experience as well. And look down, check your Cash App. Let the world know. Hold it up so we can see it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Turn it this way. Let me see what you get.
I'm about to let it load up right now.
You hear that Louisiana accent, Tamika?
Yeah, I hear it.
Hold on, let me put on my brightness for you.
She said, turn on your brightness. That's right. Turn on your brightness.
Ah,
there it is.
There it is.
There it is. That's what I'm talking about. So, bam, High five. So tell everybody who you are, high school you attend, where you plan on going to college, talk about your essay. All right.
Yes,
And then we'll
ma'am.
spread the other good news.
Okay.
Let me see
Well,
if I
I'm
can get
Ariana
this shot up.
Washington. I'm a senior at James Clark Leadership Academy. I plan on attending Oklahoma Wesleyan University in the fall to play basketball. And my essay, I did a lot of community service with my mom. She has two organizations that are basically community service. She has CFO, which is caring for the elderly. We get a lot of like essentials that people may need for 65 plus, and we just give them out to many elderly people a lot. And then she has another organization called Kids Saving Kids. That's where we get like toys and stuff that less fortunate kids don't have and give it to them, like foster kids or just kids in the projects that need like toys and stuff like that. So we make sure that they be able to get that. And then whenever I was younger, I also did the trash batch with the school, of course. We went around to different neighborhoods, picked up a lot of trash and all of that. And in the essay, I also talked about um, all the organizations and everything that we did and stuff like that. So
Awesome.
that's exactly what that is.
I'm going to, let me see if I can screen. I'm going to send, so we're going to announce the other good news too.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me send it to my email. I took a picture of it. Share the good news with Tamika and the rest of the world. I remember the day. I can remember. Let me do a share screen. I can remember. You know what? I should have pulled the picture of my signing day. When you sign, make sure. I want to do something. When you sign on Thursday, make sure someone takes a picture. I want to take mine and yours and put them side by side.
Yes, ma'am.
So tell us the big news. Oh, hold on. I screwed it up. Let me get it on the screen by itself.
Yes, ma'am.
So here's what hard work does, Tamika. So tell us the big news that's coming up on Thursday.
I just committed to Oklahoma Wesleyan University to play during the fall. I signed tomorrow at 2:30 at James Clark, and I'm looking forward to this journey. I worked really hard. I also received first team all district this year for defense, and that's a huge honor, and I worked so hard.
Yay! Let me put you on the screen by yourself, right? So she's gonna be attending Oklahoma Wesleyan University or whatnot. So you know you have to do push-ups, you gotta run, can't take no breaks in the summer. So when do you have to report to school?
I believe I could report in August on regular time, but we're gonna like begin working as soon as I get there. But I do plan to work over the whole summer. I actually work every day now I do basketball from about 2 to 4, and then I do track to about 4 to 7. So I just been making sure that I'm staying in shape and getting everything I need to get so that I can maybe play overseas. I'm really looking forward to maybe being able to play overseas, and I'm going to major in sports management so I can maybe even become a coach.
Yes, and so the key. So if I had to offer you any advice, because it's like every athlete's dream to sign and play professional.
Right.
Good sportsmanship, total key. When you playing on a college level is totally different than high school. The tempo it's a little bit more intense. Mm-hmm. But what keeps you grounded is the fact that when you work hard, you got to make sure you work on that muscle buildup.
Yeah.
Right. And your height, how tall are you?
I'm 5'11".
Yeah. So for your height, can you handle the ball?
Yes, ma'am. Really well. Right, I play the guard and the forward. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, because that's going to be really key. And eating healthy is a must.
I do.
You hear me? Eating healthy is a must. I got injured in the military because the military is different from from college, right? So college, I took care of myself really, really well. I ate well, took care of my joints, all of that. I used the Tiger Balm non-scented, all that stuff when I was in school, made sure I was good to go. Got to drink plenty of water, right? Cold, and because Oklahoma, like Kansas, gets really cold, and sometimes when it's cold, you don't like to drink water, but you have to keep your body filled with fluids, right? But you have to eat right, and so that means eating your veggies, staying away from starch and sugars, and watch your salt intake, because we're from Louisiana, so I know how we do.
Right.
All right, but
All that
and stay strong and work on your weaknesses. Stay competitive. Defense wins games. Make sure your games are being recorded, and if they are, make sure that you're able to get those highlights, because when you talk about playing overseas, I played a little bit in Germany when I was in the military or whatnot, and it's so aggressive. But the key to everything is, because when you're transitioning from high school to college, you have some seasoned players, and then here are the younger players coming in, and so there's no intimidation. You just got to handle your own, and you got to be able to handle everybody else too. So you got to be able to be a team player, and you got to be able to know. So you have to have a target scoring count, right? And rebounds and all of that, and it doesn't mean you make your goals unattainable, but if you're gonna play, we playing to win. We scoring. I mean, I'm sure you heard plenty of stories about me. I didn't come in the game to score 5 and 10. Okay, I knew what my goal was. I knew that if I didn't score in double digits, we don't win. And there were times I didn't score in double digits, and we didn't win. Right? There were times that I got benched out of my entire time of playing middle school, high school, and college, maybe twice. Why? Because I got a little out of character at some point, and it happens, right? But you got to reset back in. So always have that extra coach besides the coach that's willing to work. You'll work hard. Definitely stay in touch with me, not just on the resource side, but just having that listening ear outside of anything else. You want to bounce something off. You're going into sports medicine. Tamika was a medic, so she knows all about that whole biology, science stuff that y'all deal with. I'll make sure you have her email and her phone number. And we're not looking for you to be our best friend, okay? We're not looking for you to call us every day.
Right.
We're not looking for you, to be overwhelming and thinking like, oh my God, I gotta call my aunt, or I gotta call Miss Tamika, or this and that. But what we are looking for you to do is to stay in touch, whatever that means to you, more often than never. Okay. And so you probably know why I'm having this conversation, because of recently what just happened. Okay, in Baton Rouge, that's teardropping in. And so me and my friends was on the phone, and was like, okay, we need to find out these young ladies who are transitioning into schools, and just kind of just say, hey, if you need somebody, whether it's conversation, or you know what, you just want to rant about, I can't, I tried to study for this junk. It's not working. It's not clicking. What can I do? I've had some young men on, or they're in the military now because they've already graduated college and they're lieutenants and everything. And I can never forget when Quentin was transitioning. He was like, I can't do this. And I owe school money. I'm joining the military. I was like, nope, you're going to ROTC. So there's options. When school begin to be too tough, there's other options out there to help out. All right. Associations you can join. They big on community service. They give out money. So that's one of the things you want to seek out other than basketball is the Sports Management Association. I'll look that up for you. Awesome. You want to become a member because they'll take care of you in reference to interns. I know when it comes to spring break and it comes to summer, we like to take breaks. We think that, oh Lord, we overwhelmed being a student athlete, and you will be. But guess what? We have to think about future. We have to say, okay, how much of this break I really need? And then, okay, how much of this break is aiding towards my future? Don't just be an athlete. And yes, overseas professionally is the ultimate goal, but what's the alternative?
To be a coach.
And if to be a coach is the alternative, hold on, let me tell Chrissy. Hey, I'm gonna call you back. I'm giving out a scholarship. I'm gonna call you right back. What? Okay. Okay. Man, that was the call. Oh, why did he have to call me now? Oh. Poor baby. Pray for the family. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, come back, Mo. The ultimate goal, Ariana, I want you to know is that there's all kind of dynamics to transitioning from high school, and the one thing that we have to keep as people in general is the fact that there's always someone there to coach or mentor outside of family. So Tamika's my battle. And so Tamika may know a lot about your career field than I do. It doesn't make her above me, elite, this, that, or whatever. But you may be able to gravitate to her own information because she's been in that career field, right? And so a lot of times we get in these career fields and nobody in the family is in them. So they have no knowledge, don't know what to say or how to guide and lead you. And so what has to happen is you find somebody who can. And so you reach out to them. And then sometimes that same person that you're reaching out for the career field may not be the person that mentors you socially into being a young woman, into relationships. But ultimately, overall, you find what works and you stay grounded. Now, good thing for you, which I need to find out, we have an uncle that's in Oklahoma City, I think.
Really?
Yeah, my uncle retired. My uncle Ronald, which is one of my mama's youngest brothers, retired he stayed in Oklahoma, in Laughlin, Oklahoma. His wife is phenomenal. She's Dominican. She's from Dominican Republic and beautiful personality. So I'll make sure. So now I definitely have to come to Oklahoma. The universe found a reason to get me down there now, to make sure they connect and they take care of you. Also, you have that home base there.
Awesome.
And so, I mean, it's a whole lot I can share and tell you. But I am super proud of you. And I'm super proud of Angel as well. You know, she had one more year, right? Is she there with you? She's sitting there with you? Huh?
Oh, she's in her room.
Let me see her. Tell her to come to the camera. So Tamika, yes, I'm like old women. Listen, I want to send prayers and love to the Goche family and the Revere family.
She coming right. Look, she right here.
Definitely rest in paradise to Corey Goche. Oh man, man. Hey, just send love and prayers up for the family. Love on them. This is a very tough time for everybody right now. Hey, Angel. This is the other half of the twin. How are you? So you got one more year. So let me ask, are you gonna follow the sis? You gonna follow the sis? You wanna stay in Louisiana?
Yep.
What? I figured you was gonna say that. I figured you were going to say that. It's all good though. You're gonna go and visit her though, right?
Yep.
You'll change your mind. You'll change your mind when you become a senior and she start to send you pictures and videos about what's going on and how fun. You're gonna change your mind. You look again, I'm gonna be hearing Angel's going to Oklahoma as well. She's following her sister. But listen, I'm super proud of you all. I'm super proud of you all. And you know, just for GP, Angel, you send me your Cash App as well, just because I just haven't blessed you all in a long time. So make sure you text me, okay? So Ariana, being a student athlete, I only was able, out of all of the awards we gave, I gave 3 females out of 12. 1 out of Harlem, New York, Africa, Gary, 1 Ephraim, Opelousas, and then you. So I asked them all the same thing. So being the only female out of 12 students, what advice would you give another senior in reference to participating in the scholarship program and also being awarded a scholarship to be a student athlete in college. Give some advice for those juniors coming behind you.
Oh, well, please write an essay. It's a high chance that you can be picked, I promise. If you write a good essay. If you haven't done community service yet, please start doing it because this will be available again next year. And have a great GPA, have good character, and do your thing.
Awesome. You are definitely not shy, so you must be my niece for real. I love you, Tamika. You have any last words?
Yeah, I just want to say that you said, I don't like to say the magic word, but the key word is character. And that's going to carry you through your entire career because you have many players out there, student athletes, and they have very good skill, but they have character flaws, and that causes them their entire career. And so you want to maintain that good character throughout the entire time that you're in school. You may have opportunities come up to compromise, maybe for more pay, maybe for even for an advance at a position. Don't take it. Hang on to your character. Other doors will open because the minute you compromise, that puts yourself in a position for people to hold something over you, or to also count you out for other opportunities to come in. So you hang on to your character. No matter, it's gonna get tough sometimes because things, they're gonna come at you, but you hang on to that because that's what's gonna carry you to the other level where someone else will compromise. They won't get there. So hang in there and congratulations again.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes,
So much.
and I could not have said that better myself. When times get tough, honey, you don't take it to social media. You call one of us. We gonna say some things. We're gonna put you onto some books. You see this bookshelf right here? I carried these books. Believe it or not. Let me back up. Believe it or not, all of these books have gone with me on every military assignment, every college that I've attended. So from Kansas to South Carolina, or to Dallas to South Carolina, to Fort Bragg, North Carolina, to Fort Stewart, to Germany, to Iraq, to Kosovo. Every one of these books, the thing used to be so heavy, people used to be mad at me because if I showed you some of these books, all of them have to do with just exactly what you all was talking about, character. As a young woman, as a teen, as a young woman, as an adult, leadership, all of that. So it's super important. Make sure you read. Do you read?
Yes, ma'am.
Make sure you read a lot. A lot of answers could be found in literature that we may not have jog our memory to even talk about, that you come up with. Stay spiritually grounded and tell your mama I say hi.
Yes,
And again, congratulations. Angel, don't forget to send me that Cash Atlas. And I'll see you. I'll be in Louisiana. Fella's getting married. Helene's son is getting married on May the 9th. So I'll be in Louisiana then. Hopefully I could take you all to lunch or dinner or something. Y'all know I'll be sticking and moving.
Right.
So, you gotta be ready. Gotta be ready to rock and roll.
Yes,
or whatnot. And hopefully one day I have the opportunity, you guys come visit me. All right.
Awesome.
So peace and love. And you guys have a great evening.
You too. Thank you so much.